Welcome to session 5 of the High Performance Leadership Programme. Congratulations for making it all the way through. I'm going to wrap things up for you now. Let's just start with a quick summary. Essentially, we've defined leadership as a set of behaviours. It's a verb, not a noun. We've also understood that it's something that we can learn. Indeed, I would argue it needs to be learned. There are very few natural leaders. And we've looked at 2 key behaviours that will take you 80% of the way there on your leadership journey. They are management by walking around with a purpose, interacting with your people, your followers, and reinforcement, delivering reinforcement, finding people doing things right and reinforcing them for it. So, the first thing you've got to start is, are you ready for it? Doing an honest self-assessment of yourself and your key strengths. The key here is to be yourself. You're going to find it extremely difficult to deliver genuine reinforcement if you feel you're acting a role. If you are an extrovert, by all means extrovert. If you're an introvert, by all means introvert. But just remember that not everyone is like you. Don't make my mistake of reinforcing introverts in public. Something that can help you immensely and is certainly not to be looked down on is a checklist. Now, many people think that checklists are somewhat below them, but let me paint a picture for you. You've just got on a plane. Up the front of the plane, the pilots are completing a checklist. How would you feel if they decided, because they were very experienced pilots, that today they would actually dispense with the checklist? I'm sure, like me, you wouldn't want to be on that plane. In intensive care units around the world, checklists are used on a daily basis. On screen now, you'll see a checklist. Again, this is from Ram Charan. You can download this PDF from underneath and use it yourself. Now, to sum up this checklist, it's all about working outside your sphere of influence. It's all about an external focus. And again, you will see it doesn't require you to be anything but yourself, but you really need to be pushing your horizons and actually trying to lead, when it comes down to it. You can use this checklist to actually trigger behaviours, be they management by walking around or reinforcement. You'll see it's entirely congruent with what I've been talking about throughout this program. To conclude, I would like to share a quote with you from that venerable journal, the Harvard Business Review. Every generation of leaders thinks it's facing a new set of challenges that require drastically new models of leadership. Certainly today's leaders work in a very different environment, but being an effective leader is not about mastering mysterious and complicated methods. It's all about keeping it simple and following old, proven and even obvious ideas. Essentially, what made a good leader in the past is still what makes one today, being competent, caring and benevolent. Please print that quote out and use some visual management on yourself by sticking it on your wall. The way to get maximum value from these sessions is to apply what you've learned. Try a technique today. Take action. Friedrich Engels said, an ounce of action is worth a ton of theory, and he was right. Now, if you like what I've delivered over these 5 sessions and you'd like to talk more about how Serious Consulting can help you or your business through either face-to-face training or by creating a bespoke piece of online training just like this, then please contact us. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I look forward to talking to you soon.